What's going on, everyone? Alex Devilay from Detroit Speed here to talk about a new product that we just released today. It is for the 1979 to 93 Fox Body Mustangs, and it is our Mini-Tub kit. So, you know, a lot of these guys, they're building these cars for drag racing, road racing, autocross, or street, and whether you just want a bigger wheel and tire package, there's very minimal out there to give you that OE look, but a larger wheel and tire package. So I'm gonna flip this camera around. We have one of our test cars here we're gonna talk about, and then we have another one outside that we'll talk about as well. So let me flip it around and we'll get a little more detail on it. For reference, we have our 1989 LX hatch test car that we picked up here, just so we can confirm fitment on hatchbacks. We also have a coupe that is outside that I'll also go out there and show you guys, but this is a stamped 18 gauge steel mini tub. Moves it further inboard. You can fit up to a 315 wheel and tire package now. And the big question that I've been receiving is, what do I do about my factory shock mount? So you can see the shock mount is now removed, and you use extra material from the tub to fill in the hole. There's a little gap there after you cut it out. As of right now, we are working on a rear suspension solution to accommodate for these tubs. So it'll be a coilover conversion that will no longer use the factory shock mount. So we are working on that, but as you guys can see, they have a OE quality look. They look like factory tubs, and that's kind of what we do here. That's how we've done all of our mini tub platforms in the past, and Fox Body is no exception. So we'll go around under the car too, so you can see inside the wheel well. These tubs are actually made to be wider than what you see here. We give you a little bit of wiggle room, so you can also move the tub further inboard if you wanted to. We give you some extra room with them. As of right now, this tub goes all the way back and meets up with the frame rail. So if you choose to, you can cut into the frame rail if you wanted to at your own discretion and bring it further in and fit a much larger wheel and tire package. So like I said, we can fit a 315 under this car on a coupe and both a hatch as well. That's what we're working with right now. I know there's been tons of questions, a lot of guys asking about these, and they also want to know, can I fit my original interior panels in the car? And quick answer is yes, you can. There's some trimming required once you put your panels back in, but with a little bit of trimming and some carpet work, you can still, you know, retain that factory appearance. With that being said, what I'm going to do now is head over to our other 89 car. It's a LX coupe, so it's a notchback. So we'll walk outside, go talk about that car. You can kind of see this install on a coupe. So we're outside now with our 89 LX notch, a coupe car. Blake's under there working on some rear suspension development. So like I mentioned, this car also has our mini tubs, but we wanted to give you an idea of the install in a coupe. So there's a little more modification required than a hatch car. You know, you will have your deck lid hinge mount, so you'll have to trim that. And then there's also the brace for the seat. So your seat back brace in a coupe car will also need to be trimmed and modified. So I'll run around to the other side here, give you a better look at that. So you just drill out the spot welds there. You'll drill them out up there, modify it to fit, and then like I mentioned, there's just some trimming of the interior panels. On the coupe cars, it's not as bad as a hatch car. You'll have to cut into it a little more because, I mean, the pieces in the hatch are much larger than a coupe. So it's pretty cut and dry install. Mark was able to knock out both tubs in about a day on a completely stripped down car. So once you have everything in, they're welded, you prime them, put a little seam sealer in, keep the elements out, and it's a simple install, and like I said, allows you to get up to a 315 wheel and tire package. And we don't have them installed on this car yet. We will be doing it next week, but we have a seat belt relocation bracket, so when you move the tub in, it impedes with the factory seat belt location, so it'll move it inboard so you can still retain your factory seats. So another important thing, that way you can still, you know, use the car and use the back seat, take your kids for a ride or whatever it may be that you're doing. And also on this car, we have our subframe connectors. So we have a video of that on our website. So if you guys are interested in stiffening up the chassis, torque boxes and making sure everything's reinforced and getting bigger wheels and tires, we have a lot more coming for you for Fox Body. So we're excited to be in this market. We hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, if you have any questions, shoot us a comment, send us a message, give us an email, call us, whatever it may be. Just let us know, and we'd be happy to answer it for you. But that's what we have for Fox Bodies right now. So thank you guys for tuning in.